Hi, I'm Terry Brock. Hey, and greetings from Panama. I am now here in Panama as we've been watching the Olympics this last week. And if you've been seeing the things that have happened, you know there's been some dazzling performances of excellence. And one of the people that we have been inspired with most is Michael Phelps, who won 8 gold medals in swimming. He did this because he was able to put forth the power of determination and really did a fabulous job with it. I mean, he's the kind of person where we can learn a lot from. And I want to talk this week to you about some of the things that are available that you and I can learn from as we see what he did. Number one, I see, he took what was a negative and turned it into a positive. See, when he was a kid, he was diagnosed with that attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. And people thought, oh gee, what it's going to be. Now think about what he has gone through. People probably wondered, is he going to be anything? Is he going to turn out? And all those kind of things. Whereas all of us have certain things that happen from time to time. We have certain negatives. Oh, you're from this place. You're too tall. You're too short. You don't look good. You're not pretty enough. You're not handsome enough. You don't come from the right family. You don't. On and on and on. We all have our stuff that we have to deal with. Well, Michael's stuff was that he had this serious case of ADHD. But somebody came up with the idea, let him learn how to swim. Take all that energy that's there and put it into productive use. What are you doing to turn a negative into a positive? Yeah, you got negatives and you can go on and on, we can talk about it, or you can say, let me take that negative, turn it into something really, really positive and make it good. That's what winners do, and that's what you can do. Figure out a way to take what is a lemon and not just make lemonade, but as I like to say, make champagne with it. Take those lemons and turn it into champagne. Takes a little bit of extra to make that happen. But that's the first step. Turn that negative into a positive. And the second point is you've got to discipline yourself mercilessly. In other words, force your brain to constantly do better and better. Constantly force yourself to do the mental, physical things that you need. Now, physical, yes, you got to be careful. Don't do anything that's unsafe. But why not push yourself mentally as far as you can? See how many books you can read. See how much you can learn that's going to be very useful in business. Michael Phelps did that. He had the discipline to get up and go for it. Now, I don't know, but I've got to think that somewhere along the way there was at least a few days where he thought, you know, I don't want to get up today and swim yet another 100 billionth lap. At least it probably seemed like that many to him. But you see, he forced himself to do what he didn't want to do. He forced himself to do the things that needed to be done, and I've got a feeling that after a while he began to enjoy the process, because that's what happens. As you work with these things and you do them, then the goal becomes so sweet. You just got to do it no matter what. And so keep working and disciplining yourself. Zig Ziglar said it really well long ago when he said, the tougher you are on yourself, the easier life will be on you. And the easier you are on yourself, the tougher life will be on you. Go for it and make that work. And then the third point is have fun. In the midst of all that discipline, make sure you have fun and enjoy it. Matter of fact, one of the things I found interesting about Michael Phelps, his teammates nicknamed him Gomer. You remember Gomer from Gomer Pyle and Jim Nabors, the character that played that? Well, they named that because he was such a likable guy. See, likability is a key factor. It's important in whatever you do in business and in life. People that like you are going to hang around you more. If you're likable, you'll draw them like a magnet. That's a whole lot better than being that old snarly sourpuss who sits back and says, I will not do that, etc., etc. What you want to do is be able to be fun and be funny. If you can be fun and funny as a salesperson, you're going to get through a lot faster and be much more effective than you ever would be just being that old snarly sourpuss and not getting things done. And a fourth point, very important, is you've got to focus. Focus on the things that you want to accomplish. As you do that, then you'll be able to get a lot more done. That's what Michael Phelps had to do. He focused on doing just that. In an interview he did, you might have heard, with NBC News, he said, I eat, sleep, and swim. That's all I do. When you think about it, that's a discipline of an Olympian. And that's the kind of dedication that you've got to have to accomplish anything. Think about it for a moment. If you were working on, say, a PhD, you would push things aside, other things in your life, and you would purposely be off balance, at least for a little while, so that you can get that task done. It's okay to be off balance for a little bit of time. a poquito amount of time, as we say here in Panama. You want to be able to have a little bit of time that you focus on that task, because that's how things get done. You focus on what needs to be done most importantly, and then you can do the other things. And then the fifth step, and finally you've achieved these goals, you celebrate. You celebrate your achievements. Make sure that you have some time built in there for small ones. And I'm not talking about always the big ones. Those are good, yes. But also the small one. Like, for instance, if you say, I'm going to make that third sales call, and I'm just going to do it, and I'll reward myself with an extra little candy bar, or I'll reward myself with an extra bottle of water, or an extra relaxation, or something small, little, mini, M-A-N-I, mini celebrations, M-I-N-I. So mini celebrations. And I think that's the way to live life. Because when you do that, then your body and your mind come together and they say, hey, we know that he's going to reward us. We know she's going to really reward us because we did this thing right. So focus on those celebrations and make them outstanding. And so Michael Phelps did it. 8 gold medals in the 2008 Olympics. And as he did that, by applying the same principles, you can achieve the goals that you want in your life. What you have to do is you have to consistently show that discipline, focus, have fun, be likable, and celebrate those victories as you go. Doing that, you will be able to achieve the goals that you want. A good way to do that, by the way, that many people are using now more and more is on our online coaching program that gives you the ability to have a set course of materials coming to you every week. Plus, you've got access to experts that can help you on specific areas of marketing and technology with a good, healthy dose of personal motivation. Drop me an email, terry@terrybrock.com, or just bounce down farther on the website at terrybrock.com, and you can click on the button and read all about it. I'll look forward to hearing from you. Hope you have a fabulous day today. And from here in beautiful Panama, as we look out over the Panama Bay, I send you lots of greetings and best wishes for continued success for you to accomplish and achieve your